Hello, guys, gals, everything else. Welcome to White Guys Podcast, where white guys talk about white guy things. I'm Tuba, and I'm here with Foil, and
I'm Foil.
we're Foil.
That's me.
You're
I'm
Foil
Foil.
now.
It's the
Yeah,
second time you've
you're
done this to me. That's the
you're
story
you're
for the
you're the.
25th episode.
It's because the foil. You're the foil to my story, bro.
Foil, everybody. Sorry, I'm an
Which
asshole.
You are kind of an asshole. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. You were the
Okay.
entire time before we started recording. It was like, Kuba, 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 Kuba. I got so many ideas. I got so much to talk about
That's
today.
real. That is real. That is true.
Yeah, like fifth. I think it was 15. No, I'm
No, no,
exaggerating.
no, no. You're fucking full of it
It was
now. I know where you're going with it. You're full of that shit. I just mentioned to you. I wanted to do this episode last week. I wanted to do this episode last week. I'm glad we didn't because some shit happened.
we got all the updates now.
I got a good
We
few
got
updates.
hell yeah. Well, hit me with it, dog.
Okay.
Cause low key, I've been too busy jerking off in the bathroom. So
I get
the
that.
stage is
I
all
get that.
yours.
Stage is mine. Well, Kuba, I'm glad you let me have the floor here because I don't have just one thing for us tonight. I have a table of contents for us to go through. So for our
Do I get to pick?
viewers, our viewers at home, the first like 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes of this episode is gonna be us talking about censorship in video games.
I love that topic.
I
Let's
know we're
go.
gonna have a great one, and I didn't even tell Kuba about any of this. So the first 40 minutes, as you probably guessed in the title of this video, is gonna be called "Censorship in Video Games," followed by a Splitgate 2 update because I want to talk about that for 5 minutes. Probably a quick one, 5 to 10 minutes, and whatever remaining time we have, we'll spend talking about our month slash week slash whatever, and then 5 minute Doyle drink of the day. Hey,
Dude,
hey, you know,
the,
sorry, Kuba, but I'm really glad we actually postponed this episode. Sorry to cut you off, but it's really funny you mentioned how I really want to do this episode because the fact that we held off on this means I have like way more to talk about.
okay.
I have like 6 Google pages open full of notes. I'm like
Six,
shit.
six is insane. You could just make a video essay on
I
that
could,
point.
I could, but to make this actually interesting, I'm not going to tell you my thoughts on anything we're going to talk. I'll give you all the facts first of the situation, and
Okay,
then this will
okay.
lead into a broader conversation. But we'll use this first controversy, which you may have heard about. You probably heard me and Kyle talk about it, but we'll use this first controversy to kind of get a legway in. And it's really fucking funny that we're filming this. We're shooting this on the 16th. A controversy happened this morning, completely separate, but fits right into our little podcast today. It fits.
Right, right,
It's
right.
crazy that happened, but we'll take
You,
it.
you're edging me, bro.
I'm edging you.
You're saying so much, but so little. But it's all just to
Yes.
build the tension.
Well, that's because we're in the first 3 minutes of the podcast, and I need to make sure people are either. You're here now, you're staying. All right, that's the rule. You watch the first 3 minutes, you gave us the view. You might as well stick out for the rest of this.
Dude, you're doing the Mr. Beast thing where it's like, later in this video, we're going to throw a child off a
I
balcony.
should do that. Not the child off the balcony. We'd have to censor that because that's the
No, I guess because we're talking about censorship.
But anyways, I'll quickly. We should do that. That'd be a good way to start these podcasts. Just like a little clip later on this episode. Bush did it. And now on White Guys podcast.
And then we do that every 5 fucking minutes to be annoying because that's what Mr. Beast does, and I love Mr. Beast.
April Fool's video. April
Yeah,
Fool's White Guys.
late April Fool's joke.
But anyway, so there's a controversy about a game that Kyle and I have been playing. You actually watched us play it. Spoilers, it's ready or not. There's a huge controversy with this
The
game right
game
now.
where you can shoot in a school.
Yes, and yes, we will be talking about that mission.
Yo,
But basically, over the past week, since the Steam Summer Sale happened, there was an announcement of a pretty major update to this game, where they were going to be censoring a lot of shit. And this led to a lot of infighting on the subreddit and within the community.
so that was this month that you said.
That was this month. This was like a week ago, and the update, and this is why I'm glad we held off on it, came out yesterday, Tuesday the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'll be blunt and say, as of right now, I have not had a chance to play the update. I've been pretty busy. It's been one fucking day. Give me a break. But I have been following the situation very closely because I'm a loser. But I'll start by going over the Steam post that these developers made if I left the page open because I'm a moron. Because when they announced the changes, this wasn't really popular amongst the community. So I'm going to quickly go over this, and I'm not going to put these on screen for the viewers. I can show you these, Kuba. There's a bunch of before and after pictures. But as of
Right on.
as of this announcement on the 2nd of July, there is only going to be 6 changes. These were in the missions Twisted Nerve. This doesn't matter to you. This is the viewers. Twisted Nerve, Lethal Obsession, Hide and Seek, which is a great name. Narcos, 23 megabytes a second, and and then this is actually a separate thing. Post-mortem dismemberment has been disabled. So when you kill someone, you can't blow their head off after the fact. You
Bruh.
can still blow their head off with the first shot. You just can't torture the dead body.
Oh, of course, of course.
I don't know why that's
Yeah.
sure.
Why is that changed?
That's a weird
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
But these, so I'll preface this by saying these changes, I get it, but I don't get it because they've been in the game for years now, right? Like all of these have been in the game since like 2021. So it's
That's exactly why I like asked you, like, this was happening a month ago.
this happened this month. This
Like,
happened a week ago.
yeah, it's like I remember when Ready or Not came out, and it was controversial because of a lot of uncensored stuff that was throwing some of the media into hissy fit. But it's like, why do the reparations for that? I don't even
Well,
remember
Kuba,
the
I'm glad I
context
have an
of it
answer for you.
besides okay, okay. Oh, there's an answer.
There's an
Perfect,
answer.
perfect.
And this is because they were going to be releasing the game on console and in Australia. Australia is notoriously a little hard on this kind of
Oh,
thing. So people, so actually, do you want me to go over the changes they said they were going to be making first? Should I do that?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're in order. Twisted Nerve, which is like the 3rd mission in the game, is you're raiding a meth house. I'm not gonna go over every mission in detail. It's just this one I find particularly insulting. You're raiding a meth house, and in this mission, one of the soft objectives, which is like an optional objective you don't need to do, but you do if you want to get like the perfect rank, is to find a girl who is convulsing in her bed from a meth overdose. She's like a child. Convulsing in her bed from a meth overdose. They have censored her, and she is no longer convulsing. She is just simply sleeping. So you can blow open her door with like a C4, run up to her bed, and start shooting your fucking M4 by her head. She is fast asleep, you know? I wish I could get that level of sleep. I think you already know my opinion on these changes.
She just had a lot of melatonin, bro. It's chill.
Yeah, no, she's just tired.
She's just very tired.
A Lethal Obsession, which is the 5th mission in the game, where you're raiding some crazy guy's house. He is wearing a ghillie suit in that mission. And one of the funniest, I'm going to talk about this one too, because it's the funniest moment in the game if you're playing blind. If you use the mirror cam under a door, there's a non-zero chance, like a really high chance actually, where you see this guy on the other side of the door, and he is not wearing pants. So you just get a face full of this guy's cock. It's just really fucking funny.
That's funny. Why remove that? This
Yeah,
is not a game for kids.
he's still not wearing shoes. Like his dogs are out, but yeah, he's now wearing like some form of shorts or something.
Ooh, let the cock hang free,
Yeah.
bro.
Free the cock, free the dragon.
Free the cock. Free the dragon.
Hide and Seek, which is one of the human trafficking missions in the game. The women in the mission, you save them from like a cargo container. Originally they were nude, now they're wearing their fresh Calvin Klein underwear. I say Calvin Klein because the underwear is like just, this is the laziest looking underwear I've ever seen in a video game in my life.
Bro, you know those human traffickers have standards.
Speaking of standards, the next
really
mission, Narcos, there's a tortured hostage who's missing a lot of skin and he's bleeding. Yeah, he's wearing underwear now. And the last
again,
one,
they have standards, man.
yeah, they would never like undress a guy when they're torturing him.
No, of course not. Who do you take them for? Animals?
No.
Jesus Christ.
The Narcos are good guys. And the last one, this is the 2nd mission of the game, so I don't know why they put it at the very fucking bottom. And this one I need to explain a little bit more in depth because just hearing it sounds weird. In this mission, you are raiding a streamer's house, and this streamer is just a PDF file. If you catch my drift, he's in the COD points. Uh, this is the second episode in a row we
Yo,
talked
the
about COD
mini
points.
lad streaming house.
The mini let's stream. Not on it. Honestly, if you look at the guy you're arresting, yeah, it's like 90, 50, I'd say 85% mini lad.
Yes,
He
bro.
has like cat headphones. He doesn't wear glasses, but besides that, that's mini lad.
Dude, you can take down mini lad. That's wicked, bro.
Yeah, it's the second mission in the game. But so one of the soft objectives, once again, is pictures of children, but they're not new. It's like he's stalking them. They're not. It's like just headshots of pic. I'll actually send you the picture if you don't mind. You could like be. I can't even do that. It's on Steam. Here's a screenshot I'll take really quickly.
From the game.
This is a before and after.
Okay, well, I'll see the before and after.
So that here we go. I'm sending it to you. Now
And
it's
try to
just
get-
to like just evidence of it, but it's like I swear to God, that's like his tax returns on the right. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you're arresting a homie for his like receipts from McDonald's, bro.
Yeah, and I'll preface this by saying, I don't think anything that they're censoring is like innately wrong. I think if the game released like this, no one would bat a fucking eye. The issue is these developers have gone on record, and this is where my first source comes up. They have gone on record. They have actually, in 2021, after the school shooting mission, see, we're talking about it, I promised. After the school shooting mission got added to the game, they actually split from their publisher, Team 17. Because Team 17 wanted them to censor that mission.
Mm-hmm.
So they split from their publisher over that mission in the game because they wanted to keep to their ideal, this hardcore tactical shooter. Flash forward to 2025, clearly they don't give a shit anymore. So people,
Yeah, this is a slap in the face of everything that you claim to stand for and everything that people of your product would have like applauded you for. Like the fact that you're willing to have these taboo things in your game to really represent the grim reality
Mhm.
of what these officers would face in real life.
and
Like
I'll
that's the whole
actually
point.
I'll on to that because we actually have more information from the developer here, one of the developers, anyways, about why this happened. Because people suggested, hey, why don't you just make the console and PC versions different fucking versions of the game? Well, they didn't want to do that, Kuba. They said that's not possible because they'd have to make two different ports of the game, and it'd be the bug fixes and stuff. I'll actually give you exactly what he said because I have all of it right here. I just need to go through all of it. But he was saying it would take double cert time, double QA time, double costs, and all of that.
What?
And while he's not necessarily wrong, my response to that is, yeah, that's what you do. You wanted a console release, you bite the bullet and you take the hits.
Yeah.
You can't have your cake and eat it too, man.
It's like, yeah, sure, they're different versions and it requires more work, but that happens with ports regardless for most developers anyways.
And if I
Like-
may, I'm gonna compare this to Rainbow Six Siege, which I might do a few times. This I swear to God, this might be the only time. It might be more times. But a few years ago,
Mhm.
Siege had like a year ago, Siege had a controversy very similar, where they were going to be censoring the game because they wanted to release it in China, which is like the 5th time China ruined something for me. But
China #1.
yeah, no, China, get the fuck out of my lobby.
My glorious King Xi Jinping.
G 1v1 me Siege. Let's go right now.
Yeah. This is how governments should sort out their differences.
It's settled in
just-
Smash.
Yeah, they just have pro gamer teams and they fight our wars for us. And
That
that
would solve a
determines
lot
trade
of
agreements.
problems. Except
That's
Korea
what
would
I'm
always
saying.
win. So
Maybe we just need better gamers.
but I mean, we do.
Maybe we outsource.
We'll start
to
breeding the
Koreans.
highest level gamer, like Ivan Drago from Rocky 4. We'll send him into the ring against like the Xi Jinping Rocky, and he'll be like, "If he dies, he dies." There you go.
Basically that.
I love it. Like
Basically
we
dude.
take it way too seriously. But yeah, they were going to censor the entire game, and by that I mean removing blood, removing skulls, anything that would please Xi Jinping. And this got so much backlash that they ended up caving and saying, "All right, fine, we'll make a separate version of the game." Gosh. So
Because that's what most devs do. Most devs just make a separate version for China because
yeah, that is
they
what
have
you
shitty
do.
restrictions.
That is what you do. Even the South, and this is a single player game to be fair, but the South Park Stick of Truth, the entire alien like butt, I can't even say that word. The scene when you're on the
Booty
alien
tickling.
ship, that got censored completely. Like most of that's unplayable, and it skips over it, but it puts a big message on screen calling the Australian government pussies.
Which is funny and base.
Yeah, that's like the best way to handle. Hey, Australians, because your government. This is actually like almost verbatim what it says. Because your government's a bunch of pussies, you can't play this segment because you're not adult enough. It straight up
Yes,
insults you
bro.
and your government because of how lame they are. And you know what? That's the best way to handle that.
That is the best way to handle it. Make it something that like people who are inevitably not getting the full intended experience you made as a developer, they have something else that kind of fuck use the censorship that is being forced onto them.
Yeah, quite frankly,
That's base.
if you need to dumb down the game to make it playable for everybody, you're ruining it for the people who can play it. I bought the game on PC. I actually played the version that is uncensored. Why am I being punished because of console players? Like these guys don't. They make up. They'll by the time that the game sells and all that, they'll probably make up 13%. This sounds bad. They'll make up 13% of the player base.
Go on.
No,
I'm
but like let's be real.
listening.
How much of the player base is going to be console players?
Oh, tiny. This is not a game intended for
I-
console.
I don't even
Realistically,
think
this is
it'll
a
be
market.
10%.
Yeah, my guess is probably like 5%, because this is not the type of game console players usually play.
And
This
trust
is
me,
such a
Cuba,
PC coded game.
this does get worse somehow. Because on the subreddit, now I'll pause for a second. On the subreddit, there's a lot of fighting because there's half of people who are like, hey, I don't really mind. Okay, actually, I'll say it's 3 groups of people. The first group is fuck censorship and fuck the developers and fuck you. This should never happen. Then you have the more middle ground group who are like, hey, I understand why they want to censor these things, but because of their past statement saying they would never censor the game, it kind of goes against their ethos. I don't agree with it. I'd like this is bullshit. I think they should offer refunds or something.
Yeah, this is hypocritical.
It is hypocritical. And then you have the third group of people, mostly console players, who have not played the game, saying, "Fuck you, gooners! You just want naked women to jerk off to." Which okay, that's a straw man, but sure, go off. Like are these,
These same people probably murder hookers in GTA 5, like dog.
Yeah, I mean, you just get off and
Simmer
murder
down.
hookers. Like, sure, yeah, you have a good point, I guess. Like, yeah, you just murder hookers in GTA, you're a bad person, kill yourself. But it gets worse because this game actually, and I didn't know this until I actually did research for this, and I looked at one of the developers' posts on Discord. The game does feature AI artwork. I know. This game that made millions of dollars is sold at $60 and it's unfinished. Uses AI artwork and they claim it's as a placeholder. And actually in that streamer mission with your Mini Lad, yeah, the posters in that mission of anime characters and whatnot are AI.
Oh hell nah, bruh.
Of course, Mini Lad would use AI. Shame, but I'm just
me when the media I consume is becoming computer generated. It's so over.
And actually, we will be talking about AI later. That's something I did bring up my table of contents because I forgot about it. But it's a
dude.
really
the amount
of
foreshadowing is crazy.
The foreshadowing was crazy. This week things just happened one after another, like darts at the dartboard, like bump bump bump. My issue with this is it's not low effort AI placeholders. It's only placeholders because you were called out on it. You were not. Let's be real here. Don't lie to me, all right? Because you're doing enough of that right now. Let's be real. If you weren't called out on that, you'd never change it.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't change it.
I'd put money on it. Fucking Kaminsky, let me do an interview with you. Straight up, let me interview you. I want to hear your answers in person, live action.
Because it's like if there's placeholders, you can just
replace them.
Put placeholder textures. A full piece of AI artwork is something that requires more effort than just making just like dragging over something labeled placeholder.
And here's the kicker: in this update that came out, they added 2 new missions to the game. So why are there still placeholders in the old missions?
There should,
finish them. How long will it take you to draw some? I made the fucking white guys animated in like 6 hours, right? I'm not an artist. That wasn't like art. But
and these are
pay an artist.
These are devs that are getting fucking paid.
These are $10 million fucking dollars.
Heavy bands.
I think someone did. Like, I don't have this, but I've been seeing a number, like some numbers flowing around on a subreddit about how much money they would have made from all the sales. You guys have so much fucking money. Hire an artist. Why can why can't like Lythero, the YouTuber, pay people to animate for his fucking Dragon Ball Fighter Z videos, but you can't pay someone to make a PNG? Fuck off! You're full of shit. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, like at that level, there's no fucking excuse. You're selling a product, and sure, if you want to stand die on the hill of like, I'm fine with using AR in this product, then that's fine. But don't say it's a placeholder when it's not. You're shitting me.
Yeah.
Pay a fucking artist.
One of their answers for this is one person. Oh, sorry. Let me go through this. So he says, you introduce extra problems when you support 2 different builds. Maintaining 2 builds means double cert time, double cert costs, yada yada. I said this already. Someone else responds, will it be possible to bring back everything you're going to remove from PC using mods? He goes, yup, you can just mod everything back in. Now let me go into why that's not a fucking excuse. You could remove the game from Steam and say, well, you can just make it yourself. I paid you for a fucking product, right? If I go to the restaurant and I buy myself some chicken or something, and they say, oh, you can season it yourself. Well, that's your job.
Yeah, that's your job to give me a good fucking meal.
I paid for it with my money. I pay for a beer, and they give me a glass and a can. Say, pour it yourself. I mean, some restaurants do that because they think it's quirky. It's not. Stop. Don't do that.
Do you hire a hooker to stroke you off, and then you just look, and then she just looks you in the eyes and says, "You can come, but like I'm just gonna stand here. You can do it yourself."
Yeah, jerk off you hire a hooker to stand in the corner. Jerk off yourself. You can do it yourself, can't you?
Yeah.
What a joke of a response. So the big now here's we're gonna come to the end of this because the update came out. Because the developer is very clear, it's a done deal. They're not backing down on this, which is crazy to me. Because any sane developer should have. Because I'm 90% sure that some. Oh, actually, speaking of that, I was gonna say this breaks some EU laws. They broke some EU laws. It's nothing serious. We actually talked about this with the Splitgate situation last. I guess was it a month ago? When was the last episode? Who cares?
The last episode was probably about a month ago. It was a month ago.
Yep. Okay. So Splitgate did the same fucking thing. Splitgate did the same thing where they raised the price of stuff. They said $80, but it's half off. But it's always $40, and the $80 that they're saying it's the full price is not true. They did the same thing. Or a similar situation. Basically, they had for the DLC of the game. I think. Yeah, the LSPD bundle. Whenever a Steam discount came around, they would remove the bundle discount. So you'd be paying more for the DLC included.
Bro.
So instead of being the bundle discount plus a sale discount, they'd actually remove the bundle discount. So you're just paying for all the DLC at full price and then add a discount on top of that.
What a bunch of hobknockers, bro. That is fucking... Dude, like... At that point...
And by the way, Kuba,
you're just asking for trouble from your community. You're just asking for it.
This post is actually pinned on the subreddit because this is a real issue, and even the mods did not pin anything regarding the censorship. This got pinned. This is real. So the bundle price should be £60. It's actually almost 78, 77.96. You know, it's almost 78.
Correct my math, but that seems like a lot more than 60.
Yeah, I'm not like good at math. I work blue collar, right?
I'm not a numbers guy myself, but you know that's a lot of guap.
I'm not.
That's at least a McDonald's meal.
That's a good Big Mac. Actually, in Europe, it's probably cheaper. I don't know how much a Big Mac is in Europe. Yeah, that's that. But now, Kuba, we're gonna get into the last bit of this conversation. Almost right on cue. We're 25 minutes out. We're 25 minutes in, anyways. The update comes out, and I need to go back to the post that they made on Steam because they said something very specific. Missions such as Elephant, which is the school shooting mission, Neon 2, which is the club shooting mission you actually watched me play, and the infamous mission Valley of Dolls remain unchanged. Now
Why is Valley of Dolls?
I'm glad you asked, Cuba, because that's the one they changed. Despite clearly in writing saying they didn't do it, there's proof they changed it.
Okay.
So Valley of Dolls is actually the mission that I left off in the game. It's the last mission I did. Has a basement. You're basically I don't know if it's the final mission in the COD points plot line. There's like 4 plot lines in the game. One's a terrorist, one's a gang, one's COD points, and one's human trafficking. There might be more. I don't remember.
One of those is not like the other, bro.
They're all pretty bad. Just putting it out there. But I think this is the last mission in that plot line where you're arresting the guy behind the COD points ring. I just can't say that seriously. And
yeah. There's a lot of pizza. There's a lot of pizza, basically.
But
a whole lot of cheddar.
There's a basement in that mission where it's very clear that's where he keeps the CODs, if you would.
There's a lot of pepperoni. Yep.
It's not even that. I'll see if I can find a picture of it. But it's very clear. There's like a mattress down there. There's a big like thing on the wall, like I don't know the word for it off the top of my head, but you know when the killers take like the stickers out, like the words out of the magazines to make a manifesto?
A calling card?
Kind of, but it's like a big picture of like a child.
A
and
child
has like
calling card.
It has a bunch of words written around it. Here's a picture of it. No nudity or nothing like that, so don't worry about that. But it's a bunch of stuff saying like soft, innocent, pure, sweet, smooth, and there's like a mattress, and it's very clear this is where he does a lot of his illegal shit.
Okay, this is like fuck, what is the word for it? It's like a collage. Kinda, but not really, but it's this big paper mache looking thing almost.
Yeah, a collage was the word I was looking for. Now here's the thing.
I don't like the usage of some of those words I see, but yeah, there's nothing in there that's illegal, and it's very thematic
the implication.
for the implication, but the implication makes sense for the fact you're taking down, you know, a Diddy disciple.
So as far as I know, and I don't have a picture of this, unfortunately, because the update just came out yesterday. This room has been completely changed in console versions of the game.
So they are making different versions.
So you caught on to that, right?
So, dog.
If you're a PC player, you still get this ending. But if you're a PC player playing with a console player, you will get the new different ending to the mission. Which I don't know what that is off the top of my head. I've just been reading about it online. But everyone's saying that it completely ruins the ending. Because when you get to this room, this hits like a fucking truck, dude. If you're paying attention to the story as you go on, this hits like a truck because you know immediately what the fuck's going on in there.
Yeah, it's basically like horror storytelling. Like that's what it's meant to be.
And then you get to arrest the guy. There's like a running gag in the community where this guy takes your primary gun and shoots himself in the head 15 times. Why does the suspect have 126 bullets? Well, that's all the ammo I had. You know, like that's all I had left. Like this is fucked.
This is really fucked up.
But it's one of the most realistic and fucked up scenes in the game, and people applauded it for that.
It's meant to be it's meant to be controversial, but it's also meant to be grounded and make you again feel the reality of what these kind of officers would go through.
Yeah, and I think the game, if you want to make it realistic, the shootouts are a little much. There's way too many shootouts in the game. I get it. You want to make the game fun, so I'll give you a pass there, where it's due. But I don't think SWAT officers go through that many fucking shootouts.
Yeah, probably not.
No, it's a little excessive.
You know, the point is the storytelling is meant to make you feel grounded.
The
actual
not areas are realistic. The actual houses you go through feel like houses. You know, all that shit. So, you know, yeah, fair enough. This is changing, to your point. So you can make different changes based on whether or not you're playing console or not. So what the fuck was all of this for?
What gives? What the fuck gives? You could have done this the whole time.
And so people were suggesting, hey, for console players, why don't you just put like a mosaic filter over all the nudity and stuff? Or the kid, screw it. Yeah, let them know that they're playing the inferior version of the game. The kid convulsing in bed, fucking censor it. Put a big censor bar saying, hey, you're playing the pussy version. All right? Call up Sony and bitch at them about it. Not my problem. But no, they were hell bent on making sure PC players had as shitty as a time as console players. I don't know why, but that's what's going on. People have said it's something with the models. It's like they can do models, they can do textures, but they can't do certain gameplay things. Well, that's stupid because as far as I'm aware, pretty much everything they're changing are models and textures.
Yeah, like the other like mini lads cheese pizza stash
That's
is
all just
like
textures.
it's just textures. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
And not to mention the game, the update, funny enough, this is completely irrelevant to censorship, broke the fucking game. The game is basically unplayable right now.
Bruh.
It crashes too much. It lags like a motherfucker. Or it lagged a bit. It lags like a motherfucker. It crashes. The textures, the graphics, all of it got downgraded to make console look better. Kind of what happened with
Wait, they
Watch Dogs.
downgraded all the
Oh
graphics?
yes, the game looks like shit. It looked really
Why?
good. The game looked really good before. I will say this: it felt really real. It looked there's something like the humans looked a little off, but everything else looked amazing.
Yeah, like why shit the bed for everyone? Like the
Oh no,
censorship
here's
one
what I found. The
thing.
picture. Actually, it's funny you mentioned this. I found a picture of Valley of Dolls. What they changed, instead of having a real person, like a collage of a real girl on the wall, it's a collage of a doll. There you go. That's your difference.
I mean, it's still creepy, but it loses all
It's
of
more
the.
like Jigsaw from like Saw, right? It's not like
Yeah, it's like a different. This feels like
feels like
this
a
would go
murderer.
cool in like a murder mystery horror game, but
So the update for some reason removed everybody's ranks on every mission. So if you S ranked every mission, you have to do it again.
oh,
I
I'd be pissed about that.
You still keep your rewards weirdly enough. It just cleared your mission status. I don't know why it did that. Um so good job guys.
They pissed off their entire community.
Yeah.
This is like a textbook what not to do to your fan base. Holy shit.
Yeah, and quite frankly, this leads into a different conversation that like I think warrants its own podcast episode, but it's something I've been saying for a while is that I think this might be a hot take. I don't know. I don't think it should be. But I think patch notes and games and updates do constitute to some level as theft, and this goes on with the Stop Killing Games movement going on. And I think Rainbow Six and Destiny are the two worst games with this. They do this all the time. Destiny actually is notorious for this. They removed 4 years worth of content. They just
Mhm.
straight removed it. You can no longer, if you purchased it, you can no longer play it.
You can't play it.
And Siege is doing it too. They rework maps, they change characters. The game you purchase is fundamentally not the game that you own now.
At this point, we're getting to the point where even consoles and hardware is becoming almost not your property. I hate what Meta, for example, is known to do this with the Oculus.
Mhm.
Like or the Quest, I should say, sorry. Where there's a lot of things if you even if you try to just mod games that are like completely meant to be modded, some people urge you to err with caution because they could just brick your system and be like, sorry, you can't use this anymore because they registered as piracy. Now, Nintendo
Oh,
is
yep.
also with the Switch 2. I'm not sure if you've heard this,
I have,
but
but I'll let you go.
yeah, they've been on this tirade of bricking people's systems and basic banning you and making you unable to use your half a grand console
Mm.
because of different things that they register as being inappropriate according to terms of service behavior. For example, any sort of pirated software can immediately get them to ban you and make your console unusable. And some guy actually even had a problem where he bought games off of Facebook Marketplace that ended up being tampered with. Not even like pirated, just tampered with. And that got him banned, even though he didn't do anything wrong. He
Yeah,
just
that's
bought
because
games for the Switch 1 and used them to Switch 2.
I've heard stuff
And
like
it's
that where people are getting banned even though they didn't even do anything wrong. Like some people are just buying the console and they're already banned.
yeah, and it's ridiculous. It's insane how much I think there's way too much onus of control on devs and publishers nowadays. It's becoming more and more anti-consumerist every day, and I think,
Oh, Kuba, I'm so glad you said this because he's perfectly near our second topic.
oh boy,
You just fucking I get the you set me up. Here's the fucking slam dunk.
dude, the fucking layups coming.
oh my god, this happened literally this morning. All right, so
Let's hear it.
we're the first. We're on this, dude. Um, Steam has
This
updated the
shit was in
rules
the
today.
oven.
Steam.
Uh-oh.
So actually, if you remember the OnlyFans situation a year ago, this is the same thing.
I don't.
Okay, well, I'll give you a
Was
recap when I get there.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually did forget about that too until someone brought, like, when I was reading about this, and someone mentioned this is the exact same situation. But basically, a bunch of games got removed from Steam today. The games you and I don't know about, and I actually wouldn't have known about this unless I heard people bitching about it.
Say it ain't so. They better not have removed my stepsisters of Futanari, bro.
I'm
Say
sorry,
it
buddy,
ain't
it's
so.
going away.
No.
So over the past 16 hours, any game with keywords such as incest or slavery have been removed. Most
No. Wait, the second one can go.
Yeah, okay,
No. Wait, actually, no. Wait, that's also a problem.
these are both bad.
Those are both bad. Wait.
But here's the kicker. Again, same thing with the ready or not situation. I don't like these things. I don't know if you should make games about these things. I'm just one guy.
I mean, like, even with AAA devs, dude, it's like Assassin's Creed has a game in the series where, well, technically it's an expansion to a game where you play as a guy who was a slave who then goes around and frees other slaves and shit.
No, Kuba, I'll
Freedom
be real. These
Cry.
are all sex games. These are all sex games getting removed. All of them.
But you said anything with the tag slavery and incest.
So it's all porn games mostly. To be fair, it can split into anything that the banks don't like, because that's what this is. It's payment processors and banks. They have decided they do not like these games. So your bank is literally determining what you can and can't play on Steam. If they don't like Cyberpunk, you can't play Cyberpunk.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so fucking Scotiabank, we're Canadian. Scotiabank, fucking what's America One? That's one of your American ones. I don't know what America has.
I don't know what America has either, bro. All I know is it's so over. TD Bank
Wells Fargo,
about to have
Goldman Sachs, fucking Bank of America, Capital One. They have determined that you cannot play your porn games.
You can't jerk off. Your banker has deemed it so.
And this has happened before, like MasterCard in the past and like Visa and all that have determined, hey, we actually don't like you paying for porn with our cards. As if anyone in the world gives a shit, but go off. Personally, I've never paid for porn. I think you're a loser if you do. It's really easy to find OnlyFans for free. I'm just going to put that out there. Not difficult.
You're not just OnlyFans, just porn.
Just in general.
Just search it up in the search bar, bro.
Yeah, you gotta be a real deviant to. I'm not gonna touch that today. That's not
that's
going
his
there.
That's his own can of worms.
Yeah, we're not going there.
I feel like your bank shouldn't get to dictate what you can and cannot purchase.
Yeah, but here's the exact rule that they added today. There's 14 clauses on Steam as to games that they can remove. I'm not gonna go over all of them. But this is also, like, last week or last month, I guess, we talked about Andy Pants and his game. Games can get removed for stuff like hate speech, malware, sexual content depicting real people, and exploitation of children, stuff like that. All of that's pretty reasonable. I don't think that's
there's things that you should be able to reasonably remove a game off the platform for.
But here's the 15th, the newest rule to Steam. Content that may violate the rules and standards set forth by Steam's payment processors and related card networks and banks, or internet network providers. In particular, certain kinds of adult-only content. That's the new rule. Anything your bank doesn't like. That could be anything. That's so broad, right? Like
this is 1984.
This is the meme of the guy pulling the calendar. 1984.
Bro, that's just anything. That's literally anything. It's so vague.
And the OnlyFans thing that happened a few years ago, and this one was really funny if you remember it, because basically what happened is OnlyFans was banning porn for the same reason. The banks didn't like it. Well, then everyone just got off OnlyFans, and suddenly the banks were like, okay, we like it. Turns out, a couple $100 million changes your tune really quick.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You realize how much guap's coming in? Never mind.
Yeah, the
Let the porn
moment it
be
stops
free, bro.
coming in, they tend to change their tune. Whether or not they'll change their tune this time is a different story. But now I get to talk about Steam and porn in this podcast. So there you go. That's
Yeah,
the
it's
new
just,
drama.
it's like, bro,
That's what
why?
I say.
Like, I agree with you. I don't know if it's gonna
I don't
fucking
know if it'll
like if they're
stick.
gonna overturn that because I don't know. I don't think Steam porn games do as well as OnlyFans.
They definitely do not. I'll be blunt. I bought one porn game on Steam, but I bought it as a gift for a friend, and he still has yet to play it. It was
It's
Hooney
Hooney
Pop.
Pop, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
Read you like a
No, it's
book.
because this guy's the most religious dude in the world. That's not be really funny.
Christian man reacts to Hooney Pop?
He loves visual novels. I think he'll like it.
Oh yeah, man, I love visual
Yeah,
novels.
here you go.
The least biblical
To
shit
be
on
fair,
mankind.
I actually am willing to bet that this guy has way more porn games on Steam, but he just has them hidden.
He just has them. That's usually the Christian types for you, like the really devout ones who kind of like hide it, but it's like you don't let your freak out, so
Yeah.
it's kind of deep down there
So
if
that's
you
it for
hit my
that
period.
controversy. As of right this minute, I'm sure in a few days stuff will change, and maybe they'll turn that over. I think it'd be very funny.
Yippee! I love it when all games start becoming subject to disappearing or in some way or another be unpreservable because of big corporations. Yippee!
Um, and that we mentioned AI earlier. I guess we get into the last controversy of the day before we move on to like just fun stuff. Doug. We get to talk shit
Like
about Doug for 5
Pepper
minutes.
Pepper guy?
Yep, he fucked up.
Not Peggle Man.
Not
Hell
Peggle
no, they
Man.
got Peggle Man.
So I'll be blunt. I did definitely forget about this topic before he started, so I can't pull up the original post that started all this, but I can ad lib it, and that's basically good enough. Um, Doug recently did a sponsored stream that was planned 3 months in advance about using AI, and I actually, as a former filmmaker, I think I can put some. I think I have some room to talk here. I was pissed, but he was doing this show. He was sponsored by this show that used AI to make scripts to replace screenwriters. Not replace screenwriters. That's being disingenuous.
Mm-hmm.
But it was to make a script with AI. This is what the sponsor stream was. To make a script with AI and pitch it to real like executives. Well, it got a lot of hate because AI is generally a negative. And now Doug is known for using AI, right? I think some of his best streams have used AI. I
Right.
particularly like Peggle with Bjorn as the teacher or whatever the fuck. That was really funny.
He's pretty blatant about it. It's
Yes.
like that the transparency of it helps a lot.
But here's so yes, and I agree with that. I do agree with that. I'm not even gonna take. Maybe I'll show him like after I read all his shit. Maybe I'll change my tune. But Doug has in the past been very open about how optimistic he is with AI to the point where he said it's more important than housing. This is real. He said it on the podcast.
I think I can see what he's trying to get at. I think it's like AI has the potential to redirect the course of all of our lives, but the optimism to it, as you expressing, is what I have concern with because
Yes,
I
and
feel
I'll
like
actually add to that because he actually did back down on that. He did.
okay,
I'll read out his newest post. This is 7 days old now. The original post for the sponsored stream is gone. He deleted it. That's why I can't pull it up.
mm-hmm.
Which, coward, just saying.
Very coward-like.
That just put it. You can't really put it back up. YouTube won't let you. But that's cowardice. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. I think it's on his Twitter still. This is actually quite a long post, so I'm not going to read every single little bit about it. But the show, I'll read the beginning. Hello, some thoughts about AI. This is my Doug voice. I did a sponsored stream today for an Audible show where Hollywood screenwriter Scott Z. Burns explores how AI is going to affect the screenwriting business and Hollywood more broadly. Okay, I'm going to start skipping forward because this is really long. Basically, he believes
Mhm.
the conversation about AI is super important. AI is coming regardless whether we like it or not, which is true. And there's a ton of uncertainty and worry about how it will affect Hollywood and creatives. In the show, Scott explores collaborating with AI, and well, he finds positives and downsides. All right, so now we're just go through this a bit. The long and short is he goes, my view on AI in 2023 and 2024 was very optimistic, but now my concerns are growing substantially. I'd still describe myself as an AI optimist. I still believe AI will improve most people's lives, but I'm becoming increasingly concerned that our society isn't going to handle the changes of AI effectively, and this might cause a lot more harm than I'd hoped. The rest of this isn't really super duper important. It's him like saying he's going to pull back on AI content, and he apologized. He said, "I understand if you're upset about the sponsored stream." So like, I generally think it's a pretty good apology. I don't really have an issue with anything he said there.
Yeah, he sounds like he's like
Mhm.
acknowledged he thinks differently about it, and it's like, I mean, he backs up what he does believe. He still thinks it's gonna be, and I see the arguments for it. I disagree with it.
I agree with
Like,
you.
yeah, sure, fine. Like, I mean, there's reasonability to believe there might be a possible utopia at the end of that tunnel. Man, oh man, there's a possibility.
Yeah, but it's probably not happening. So let's listen. I don't mind AI for doing the grunt work like Excel spreadsheets and shit. When it comes to creative work, art, music, name it, stay the fuck out of the way. Like, what makes art art? Is it the human component? That's what I think it is. It's the
I
soul
agree.
behind it. It could be dog shit art. It could be ass. But at the
At
very
least it's
least,
art.
I could sit there and say it's ass made by a human. All right, and that's what's becoming now. It's like this is fucking terrible. Megalopolis is terrible, but at least it was made by a guy.
It's real. Real people made that, and
Yeah,
so it's fun to share. And if it was made by AI, like, sure, I can still get emotions evoked from that, but knowing that's computerized, I can't criticize in the same way.
yeah,
There's nothing to like reflect on or to like engage with that beyond a superficial level.
yeah. We're in the period where we have real like seasoned veterans are quitting their jobs in the art fields because it's hopeless. That's what it is. It's hopeless for them now, and AI is going to be taking over. And the thing is, AI is dog shit. It seriously just cannot do. At least not right now. It can't do what humans can. And even when it can do it, is it going to be the same? I don't know.
No,
This is a
I don't
very
think it will.
this is a
I
much bigger conversation that we even have time for today. But might go over the hour
M-
mark a little bit. I'm gonna be honest.
microwave.
A microwave. But I do think he was a little tone deaf in the sense of even doing this in the first place. Because he's like, will AI replace people? Well, it already is, dude. That's not a
It
question. It's
is.
happening right now. That's why you're tone deaf. Like,
It's like I feel like I don't know Doug as well as maybe some other people who engage in the internet, but
I don't even know
I
him.
feel like he's got a completely biased view of it because his content has been accentuated by it and his livelihood
That's a very good
benefits
point,
directly off of
actually.
it.
Like, yeah, he's been kind of using AI. He's getting money from it. So, of course, he's more positive towards it. Me, personally, I'm the opposite, where I actually kind of stopped doing what I was doing because of AI. And now I work a blue
Yeah.
collar job. So, Doug, respectfully, I'm pissed off. Yeah,
And
you're
I can
you're you're lit.
understand
Sorry.
I can understand why people wouldn't necessarily be pissed at him using like AI for his content entertaining way because I do still believe there's leverage where it can be useful, such as creating a simulation of a caricature that can't really coherently in any meaningful way be replicated by a human in any given moment. I think there's areas of art or entertainment where AI can serve a purpose that would never have existed through people. But
Sure.
that's a very thin and difficult line to engage with.
Yeah, personally, his Napoleon video and we said earlier his Bjorn video were really good. But there's also and his Pajama Sam video. But something all three of those videos have in common, well, mostly the Pajama Sam video actually, and the Napoleon one, is most of the comedy is watching the AI go fucking insane from the prompt
Yeah.
overload. At some point, the AI will break. That's the comedy, right? Once you see
Mm-hmm.
that like 3 or 4 times, it's done. You lost it. Um, and actually, if we go back like a year ago, he built the shuffler robot, to torture his YouTube friends, and the robot was just Germa. I thought that was a pretty clever like use of AI because it wasn't AI. He just pretended it was.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. I
Stuff
fuck with that.
stuff like that subverts your expectations and is ultimately all human.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how people back in the day would engage with Cleverbot and make content out of it.
Yes, I remember that. Oh my god, what a
Like,
good
it's fun
world.
because it's novel and it's not being made by the AI. It comes from the in direct interaction of someone else with the AI.
Yeah, if I'm just laughing at the AI going batshit crazy, I could go on Chat GPT or something and just have my own time, right?
Yeah,
I'm here for the people, so I think like when Twitch Chat's the big actor and Doug is the big actor, that's more fun.
exactly.
Not to say again
And
he didn't nail it sometimes. I just don't think it should be as common as it was, and he said that himself, so I'm not upset.
mm,
Well, I'll move on, but I really hate AI. And we even talked about earlier, fucking Ready or Not. Like it's not a placeholder. You're using it. You're doing it. Back out, quit it, or people are gonna be pissed off.
yeah, because then what where it gets to me is in stuff like when it gets to the point where it is just replacing the human element, like going back to Ready or Not, they were
Quabblecom.
just making AI assets. Or I remember one time the two of us were on call with a friend who was making AI songs and he thought it was the funniest thing in the world, but
Was I there for that?
I believe so.
Maybe
I
it was
believe you
Kyle. I
were.
don't know if I was there for that. I know you and I did that before.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah, it was the two of us
Can we say their name?
with B Dog,
Oh, maybe we were.
with B Dog. Yeah,
Yeah, we did
and
that
it's
once.
like
It's funny
sure,
once.
it's funny once, but then it's like he started really getting excited about like, wow, this just sounds like real music. I can
No,
make
it
real
doesn't.
music. No, you can't. It's like the thing about it is it does just sound like actual, admittedly generic music, but now just replacing actual musicians, even the ones that
Well,
are
he listens
generic.
to Imagine Dragons, so I don't. Let's not.
So it's like,
Come on. Come on. You listen to
yes,
Imagine Dragons. Let's not talk about
you
real music. No, I'm
yes,
throwing
bro.
shades. Stop throwing shade. Fuck Imagine Dragons. Fuck you
All I
guys.
have to do is
Monica.
keep feeding DeepSeek more and more Imagine Dragons so it can never make good music.
No! I mean, you're doing the
But
good
yeah,
thing. I just hate fucking Imagine Dragons.
it's like art, like visual, like AI art is still mostly identifiable, but music's less so. AI
Yeah.
music, I found you can only really tell if it's AI or not on very tiny little things, and usually it's only if you compare it to a real song that's similar to it.
Yeah,
With AI
it's
art,
hard.
there's still clear tells.
Oh, AR art's like the worst at it. It's really bad. And obviously, animation too. Writing can be pretty tough to tell sometimes. It's getting really good at that with the language bots.
It is getting better, but again, still identifiable in most case instances.
It's only if the person doing it. I can't say. I'm gonna censor that. But
Related.
yeah, we're 53 minutes in. I'll fix that later. But no, like, it's only the person doing it stupid. Like they can't like you can't. There's some teachers who do some really stupid stuff. Like they'll put in like white text at the bottom of the page. They'll go, um, add an extra prompt about like how to save money with this method, and the student won't even check to see if the bot said that or not because they don't. The student doesn't know it. The student didn't fucking copy and paste that.
Hmm.
They copy and paste. They just Control A, Control C, Control V. Um, so when the bot comes back saying you could save $10,000 a year selling meth, the student's not going to question that. They just put that in, like, oh, that must be part of the question, and that has
Yes.
caught a lot of kids. And right now,
And
AI in school is a horrible thing. It's insane.
oh, it's so horrible. If I were to tell you how many people I knew, I didn't do this because I think it's dipstick behavior to do this, but how many people I knew that blatantly just went on Chat GPT and had to write their essay and just copy and pasted it.
Yeah, no,
It
I didn't have
happens.
that because I worked in like a more like physical field. Like we had to do what we did, right? Um,
Yeah, you actually grunted out physically. Hey,
yeah,
I
we
can't
had to
do
like
that.
actually film stuff, so we couldn't just use ChatGPT.
But
Uh,
it's insane. Like they can just. And the thing is, most of those people never got caught. I snitched on a guy because he was in my group and he blatantly used AI, and I was like, I'm not fucking getting my ass handed to me for this bullshit you did that I can verify was done by AI.
yeah,
I
look it
told the
up.
professor. He was fine. He still got to go through.
Yeah, no, it's insane. And then high school is even worse. Like I follow like loosely the teaching subreddits. Like I pop in every so often. A lot of American students are illiterate now. Like
Oh
just
yeah.
straight up illiterate. They cannot read, and that's crazy to me. I thought I was stupid, you know. I am, but
This is all part of the plan that the elite have for us is to stupidify the nations so that they can better
idiocracy was
control us.
real.
As media literacy declines and intelligence and critical thinking is at an all-time low, the big elites will take over us and
You know
will
what?
booty tickle
You know
all
what?
of us.
Media. First of all, I just want to say this real quick because we haven't said it, and I want to put this in the tags. Release the Epstein files. But second, media literacy is dead. Media literacy is fucking dead. I went and watched Superman the other day, Kuba. Now we're in the part of the podcast where we can just talk about our lives. We got. It's 55 minutes. We'll take 10 minutes. I went and watched Superman yesterday or 2 days ago. And I really liked it as a Superman fan. I think it was a great Superman movie. But I want to talk about the Zack Snyder fans because fuck you guys, straight up.
What did they do this
Oh,
time, bruh?
nothing. There's losers. Like these guys think that if James Gunn fails, that they'll bring fucking Zack Snyder back to direct. Yeah, actual
That's
fucking
all
serious.
I hear.
It's to a point where like on one half I think it's a joke subreddit, but like it definitely isn't, and that's crazy to me. It's a very like, there's a whole subreddit about like Snyder fans, and they're like, "Oh my god, Superman's failing. We won." It's like, no, you didn't. Zack Snyder's not coming back. He's already making a movie for Netflix.
He's doing his own thing. Let it go,
Yeah,
bruh. This is like that one guy we all know who doesn't stop talking about his ex after like 2
yeah.
years.
I hooked up with a hot chick once. My issue with Zack Snyder is I think he did Superman fine. Like Man of Steel is like just kind of boring, but it's an okay movie. It's a pretty good movie. But Batman v Superman onwards, like he clearly misunderstood Batman, and that's where I took offense. Like, he had Batman killing people and stuff, and that no, no, you lost me, brother.
Finally, Batman who's smart.
No, you're missing the point. He's
He
supposed to be
finally made
stupid.
Batman based.
His issue, like he wanted Batman to be. I think Zack Snyder could make a Punisher movie. I actually think if he was directing Marvel movies, he'd be a lot better. But like, I think he just misses the point of a lot of DC characters. But I'll say this: I'm not going to spoil Superman. Kuba, when it comes out on legally streaming services, I'll make you watch it because it has a cute dog in it that's superpowered.
There's a cute.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm
Crypto's in it.
sold.
Crypto. I
Yes.
actually thought Crypto was like going to be a
Puppy.
one-off bit, but he's actually a major character. Like it's crazy how important Crypto is to the plot.
Dog, I'm watching. I'm gonna watch it now.
I would love to watch it.
That's the
I
best
watched the
news of
movie.
my
I loved
life.
it. I loved it. So I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
And I
Show me
really,
the dog.
if you were in town, I would have made you come see it with me because I knew Crypto. I didn't think Crypto would be as major as he was. And the Supergirl movie got teased, and they actually did something kind of weird. The post credit scene. You know how most superhero movies they have the post credit scene that teases the next movie.
Yeah.
No, that's just the last scene of the movie. They literally write it into the plot. It's
Oh
not.
my god, you're telling me that annoying fucking trend's finally gonna be over?
It's not completely gone.
That
There are two post credit scenes, but neither of them are important.
boo.
One of
Bring back
them,
blooper reels.
One of them, I'm gonna spoil it, so everyone of you, you're like camera. They actually posted the picture on Twitter, so it's not really a spoiler. One of the post credit scenes is Superman and Crypto on the moon looking over Earth. It's really cute. And the last one's a little comedic scene where Superman's like, "I guess I can be a jerk sometimes." That's it.
Okay, I like that because it's closer to like traditional blooper reels, which were my favorite thing about the
Yeah,
2000s
it's
movie culture.
it's a really quick like I don't want to get into why the scene happens, so I can't really talk about the scene itself, but it's a really quick just like right literally 5 seconds after the movie ends. They make a joke and it's just like they decide to make that post credit scene. I
Yeah, it's
really
more
did like the
palatable.
new superhero movie. I liked it. I'm a fan.
I hate it when I'm fucking dipstick movie makers are like, you have to sit through our credits. We have this important integral scene that leads
Generally,
into the sequel.
generally, I like to say theocrats anyways because like I can respect all the people on board, and sometimes it's kind of fun to cross-reference names. Um, like you'll
But
see a name, and you say like, "Hey, I saw that in like Five Nights at Freddy's."
I like seeing through credits when they do the fun animation stuff
Yes, the
sometimes. You know what I'm
first half of the
talking
credits
about?
are really fun.
Yeah, when they like trying to think of some good examples.
Well,
A lot
fucking
of Pixar
Amazing
stuff does
Spider-Man
that.
2 did that, and they had a
Did it?
really
I don't
sick-ass
remember.
song from Kendrick Lamar and Alicia Keys.
Oh yeah, I think I know. I think
Yeah.
I remember now.
Actually, shitty movie, but the ending credits went really hard because they were building up the whole thing. The credits were really like the post-credit scene themselves. They're building up the Sinister Six, and then they never made the third movie. So
Bro, that third movie's never coming out. Oh God.
no, it isn't. But I'm glad they gave him a send off in No Way Home, even though I think that movie's got dog shit. With that said, like I would love to when it comes out, Cuba, on like legal streaming services. I will call you up. That's a night we're gonna take because
Dude, I can't wait to watch Schlag, the cute little Schlag
that
on
could
legal movie
yeah,
services.
legal movie services, and also the Supergirl movie got teased today because of how Superman's doing. And I just want to say I'm really happy with how they're going with her character. They're basing her off Woman of Tomorrow, where she's an alcoholic, which is I relate to that on spiritual level.
A a based woman?
Space woman, but I think it's really funny how you have Superman, who's like the really like good guy. He's like earnest and humble and all that shit. They have Supergirl, who's like likes to get trashed and drunk and party.
She finally a woman in a male dominated field.
Let's go. Let's
Yes,
go.
we need more alcoholic abusive
Yeah.
women.
But my
Make
final
it
review.
happen.
Make it happen. Come on, Gunn.
Make it happen.
Come on, James Gunn. Give us drunk Wonder. She cannot get drunk. Give us drunk Wonder Woman.
Drunk Wonder Woman would be crazy.
But I'd recommend the movie if you're a Superman fan. It's really lighthearted. It's pretty fun, and it's exactly what Superman is. He's just a good guy. It's not like Man of Steel where he's like supposed to be a messiah. It's not that.
He's just a nice guy, man.
He's like this is the
He's just,
guy
he's
who
just
wants to do the right thing, and the entire movie, Cooper, I'm not shitting you, is an Israel Palestine thing. I
I beg your pardon.
I'm not fucking with you. I don't have time to go
I
into it
beg
today.
your pardon, bro.
I do not have time, but the whole movie is like 100% Israel Palestine thing.
Jesus Christ,
And
man.
anyone who says this movie isn't political, go fuck yourselves.
This movie isn't as someone who has no clue about anything that goes on, it's not political,
It's
bro.
not,
You're
yeah, no, fuck
tweaking.
you. Superman is the OG immigrant, all right? Let's put that out there.
Yeah.
He's the OG. He literally came from our planet. He's undocumented. He's better at everything than us. All right, he's an immigrant.
ICE is coming for him. It's
He-
over.
There's a
It's
robot
so
chicken.
over.
I'm not fucking. There's a robot chicken sketch about that where Arnold Schwarzenegger tries to deport Superman.
I
remember
thought it
that.
was original. I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
Never
robot chicken
mind.
beat you
I
to it
could,
10 years ago.
dude. I feel showed up. I'm an idiot now. You know what? I should stop talking.
You should, and you should let me do my drink of the day.
Womp womp.
Before I start this, I will say that Kuba, by episode 25, I'm probably gonna be retiring this segment. I don't really care for it anymore. I just really want to get to the big one.
The big kahuna for episode 25 of White Guys.
Yeah, I don't really care about the segment anymore. I'm kind of, especially after the American tariff thing. I am actually. There's a lot more alcohol, but it's mostly wine, right? So I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of running low on stuff I could buy it from my local liquor store.
Yeah, unless you want to be spending fuck you money on things that aren't really worth it. I
It's
get
not.
that.
It's not even that. It's just I don't really enjoy it as much anymore.
I imagine.
So this is actually a weird one. My sister gave this to me. I'm only taking a shot of it. I promise I'll give it back. But it's called Big Fiddle Still Salted Caramel Infused Vodka.
This shit sounds like a dessert, bro.
It smells like one, actually. And it's so funny because I actually could not find a PNG of this online. So it's going to be the only image on the tier list that has a background. But anyways, it smells really nice. Hold on, let me crack it up. It doesn't have a cork. This is a smaller bottle. This is something I'd hide in my jacket. But it smells amazing. It smells exactly like caramel, salted caramel. Exactly what you think. So here I go.
Gulp, 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 gulp.
That tasted fucking incredible. Very sweet.
Okay, I imagine it'd be sweet given
Right.
its namesake.
Right, like salted caramel infused vodka. It's only 15% alcohol though. That's my big kicker with it, because like at that point, what are you doing? But Kuba, it tastes very similar to the butterscotch. Did I not drink the butterscotch stuff on the show?
I think you did.
It's not on the tier list. That's
There
why.
was,
Oh,
there was
I had
something
to
butter.
remake the tier list. There's a real chance I lost it.
Yeah, I
Uh,
remember you had some butterscotch something when,
yeah,
and I remember you glazing it super hard.
it was
So
really good, but the issue with it was it wasn't like an alcoholic drink, right? Well, it was like 50. It was like the same as that, like 15%, probably less than that, because that was it's what
it's
you use
like
in shots.
yeah, it's like, do you want to be bougie or do you want to get trashed?
That's really it. Like that when you're drinking alcohol, you get two options. You can taste good shit like shit, or you can get drunk. That's where you have to draw the line. If you want it to taste good, you'll be awake. You'll be sober for a lot longer, unless you're like terrible at drinking. But I digress. Anyways, just drinking that, I probably wouldn't drink it straight ever, because that's lame, and it's like not gonna get you drunk. It's definitely something you mix into something, which is why even though it tastes amazing, probably gonna put it in B tier college frat party. I'll put it on the higher end of things. If you somehow got that, that'd be kind of. I don't even know where she got this, but if you bring that to a frat party, you're a cool dude. You can mix that with just about anything. It'll taste amazing. But yeah, so Kuba, any closing
Bro,
thoughts?
that's
Any last stories you want to tell?
I had a non-alcoholic Yoshi cocktail at a gaming pub and it tasted like dill pickle.
Anyways, that was White Guys podcast this week, everybody. Dill pickle, really?
Mm-hmm.
That was
I let my girlfriend try a sip and she nearly puked. I thought it was yummy though.
said that so so fucking funny. I don't know what
That's real. That happened.
I know. I believe you. I didn't doubt that for a second. I know you. I just really thought. Wow, you said that so straight face. Like you're like. I imagine you like looking off to your side a little bit as you said it. Like you were thinking about something really hard. But yeah,
I ponder. I stay thinking.
you want to give us an outro?
Oh, we're still on camera. What the fuck? I
I
thought
didn't
that was
close
over.
it. No, I normally I close it, but I realized every time I do that, I miss the funny part.
Oh, boat goes binted.